And I'm like, well, that's fucked up. Yeah. You don't want the little bit of the piss mist on it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Conversation with Colin. I'm Greg, and this is my roommate, Colin. Now, sometimes Colin says crazy stuff. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we sit him down, I reach into my topic pile, throw it at him, and we talk about this random topic that he has no idea what is on the card. It's fun. You enjoy it. If you really enjoy it, and don't just say you enjoy it, like the video, subscribe to our channel, then share it with your friends so everyone can see how crazy Colin is. Colin, are you prepared?
Yes. You never said that before.
I know. I like it. I'm throwing you a wrench, right? We're getting a little loose now. Like the worm.
Oh, I like that. That was good.
Today's topic of conversation is bathroom etiquette. This was submitted by Game Twitter. Now, he left it at bathroom etiquette. So I'm going to propose some hotly debated topics around our pool of friends, and we can go from there. Number one, you're at a bar. Super crowded. It's bumping. DJ Davey D is up there spinning the discs. You have a beer, or in your case now, the whiskey. You drink the little goblets of whiskey.
Goblets of whiskey.
Do you take your goblet of whiskey into the bathroom with you to pee at the urinal, or do you leave it on somewhere with a friend? I mean, it's crowded.
Yes.
You're out on the dance floor, you're talking.
I bring it into the bathroom.
Damn right you do. Why is that?
Because it's stupid not to, Greg. So let's roll it back like one or two steps, just one or two steps.
Let's do it, man.
Because
let's live.
This has to do with, you would assume, what I'm going to refer to as poop particles.
Yes.
And things of this nature. Now, I think people are a little bit fucking crazy with germs. Like a little bit crazy, and by a little bit I mean a lot crazy.
Yeah.
Everything you do and everywhere you go and everything you touch, everything
filthy
is fucking dirty as
Your
hell.
phone is like the most filthy thing you own.
And that's part of being, living on this planet. And that the germs and stuff, you become acclimated to them, and there's a lot of good germs and things of this nature. And I'm not saying you should shit on your hand,
of course not,
and then just not wash it with some soap. But what I am saying is that bringing your glass of beer into the bathroom at the bar is like one of the most innocuous things you could possibly do. And if you're really worried about something like that, you might want to reassess your life a little bit, because there are much bigger things to worry about than germs in a public bathroom that you are going to get all over you, regardless of. It'll be on your hand even if you wash it. You're going to touch the, you're going to flush the toilet. Wash your hands a little bit. A lot of people don't wash their hands at bars.
Anywhere. There's this guy at work I saw the other day didn't wash his hands. Came out of the stall.
Well, that could be another conversation about when you do.
Sure.
But
well, I think we're in that conversation actually. Okay. I don't know how much bathroom etiquette is the conversation. I don't know.
It's like
how much honed in we're gonna get.
It's like this is such a dumb conversation about like bringing a glass into a bathroom. It's like who the fuck cares? Like you're gonna get those same germs if some poop particles are gonna find their way into my whiskey. There are bigger things to worry about than those poop particles,
right?
Because they're gonna be all over me anyway. I mean, because I'm shitting all over myself in the bathroom.
And the other thing too, right, to think about is that people are farting all the time. Those particles are floating around.
Yeah.
And when you're pissing, like when I'm at the urinal, I'm holding my beer like this. It doesn't have a little handle. I'm not usually drinking out of a coffee cup, but I'm sitting here peeing. Like it's one of those things like you've seen it where you get the splashback on your pants or whatever.
Yeah.
This happens. This is how you use a urinal or whatever. I'd be more like that's grosser than anything that's happening up here in the cup.
Yeah, I mean, like, there are gross things that can happen in a bathroom that I don't appreciate.
Sure.
One of the things that I don't like is that if someone's using the urinal and, you're waiting for the urinal and then they flush and you kind of step up and it's still kind of flushing, you get a little, maybe a little bit of a spray.
A mist.
And I'm like, well, that's fucked up. Yeah. You don't want the little bit of the piss mist on
the piss mist is bad. That's true.
No, you don't want that. But I just think, people wash their hands, as much as they, in this 21st century heightened awareness environment that we live in, they wash their hands a lot, which is fine. I think that we're just a little bit overblown in terms of how worried we are about these things. Everyone's always washing their hands. Everyone's always cleaning their space and stuff. Like you want a little bit of, I don't want to say dirt, but you want a little bit of grit. You want a little bit of like what's out there around you because, frankly,
build up your immune system.
Yeah, frankly, people that are like hyper clean and put themselves in situations like that do get sick more often.
Ryan Clemens. How many times have I told this kid he's always sick and he's always like, oh, well, but then he does all these crazy things, these rituals of hand sanitizer.
Yeah, he takes showers like before he gets into his bed. Like he does like God bless him. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. So I don't really care what he does. But the fact of the matter is Ryan Clemens gets sick more than the normal person, and there's a reason for that. Right. So in the bathroom, and I've always said this, like this is what I like to do in the bathroom typically.
I hope you just say roll around.
I like to shit and smear it on the wall. when I'm peeing in a public restroom, I'm not, you know, some people are like sitting there after they pee, like fucking scrubbing their hands with soap, whatever. I was like, what are you doing? Like, are you like, you have your whole hand around your balls and you're like fucking fondling your asshole or something like that?
From under sweat.
Yeah, it's like ridiculous. Like, I'm barely touching myself when I'm peeing. And I unzip, use like, you know, just pull out, use 2 fingers. Then I just run my hands under some hot water for 5 or 10 seconds because I have like really dry hands or whatever. Yeah. That's it, you know?
I can get down with it.
You know, sometimes I pee here, I don't even wash my hands at all because
no, totally.
Because frankly, like, I'm not touching anything. Like, I'm like, okay, like this, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. When I shit, 100% of the times, you gotta wash your hands with soap.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that's where I get from. So public bathroom, always at least rinse your hands off because you're touching other things you're not familiar with.
Right.
At home, do whatever you want. When you shit, make sure there's soap involved. Or if you're about to eat or something, you should probably wash your hands a little bit too. But I think that like people that are like, I pee like what, 10 times a day?
You pee a lot. He pees like an old man with a bad prostate.
I do. I have like some prostate issues. I don't get the full emptiness. I don't think of you know. Like,
Empty Nest, good show.
Yeah, Empty Nest. We talk about Empty Nest. So I just think like if I'm peeing 10 times a day and I'm washing my hands thoroughly with soap, like my hands are gonna like get destroyed.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, the funny thing is that I think that it's like most people, if not a vast majority of people, do this exact same thing that we're talking about.
Sure, we're probably going to talk about it
yeah,
on
but
the
they're
internet.
like, I wash my hands with soap every time. It's like, you're full of shit. No, you don't. And you shouldn't because that's fucking weird.
Here's the thing. I got 2 moments from high school that have endowed me in my life of what to do on these kind of things. Number 1 was a biology teacher warning us, like flipped out on a kid in the front row using hand sanitizer. It was like, all this antibacterial stuff is eliminating all the good bacteria, and it's actually going to create these bacteria that'll be so strong that nothing kills them. You got to stop doing that. And I was like, all right, this teacher seems like she knows what's up. But then another teacher, there's this other religion teacher I had, complete idiot. I did not enjoy her company. But she had a daughter, and one time the daughter was in the classroom and she was running around, she was little, and she dropped a cookie on the floor and then picked it up and ate it. And like the entire classroom of high school was like, ugh! And the teacher was like, if you had any idea what your body can fight off, you know what I mean? I was like, that's good. You know, that's some good advice right there.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm
not gonna worry about the germs when Portillo licked my donut earlier today. I ate it.
Yeah, well, oh my God, that dog's so dumb, isn't he?
Dog's so dumb. The dog got a donut. Who's the real dumb person in the room? Mike Mitchell. But I digress.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I just think this whole, like, I agree, like, the liquid that you use where you don't need water or whatever, like the hand sanitizer, I've used that like maybe a few times, like destroys my hands. It's like some people are just fucking obsessed with washing their hands. Like I take 2 showers a day.
Yeah.
You know, like I do all these things. Like that's how I stay clean. I clean my room once or twice a month. I clean the house like religiously. I do all these things. So like the area is neat, the area is clean the bathroom, do all these things. You kind of have to keep the situation around you clean so that you don't have to worry about those kinds of things. But
it's funny the little things we get hung up on, right? In the fact that like if you were to talk about like walking out on the street or something like that, you would I want to do barefoot on our sidewalks in San Francisco, it's gross. But then we wear our shoes around here. I walk the dog and then he climbs in bed. No, he's washing Portillo's feet every night and everybody's fine. Yeah. I mean, I got cancer. I don't think it's from the streets of San Francisco. But I digress.
It's possible. Anything's possible from the streets of San Francisco. Isn't that
putting all the warning labels all over the state. Who knows?
I mean, San Francisco it's like a bomb went off in San Francisco, but the bomb was just shit and disgusting garbage everywhere. And if I can live in a place like this and live just like I lived when I was on Long Island, or I lived like that when I was in college in Boston, like I think we're all going to be just fine. You know? And the germaphobe, like heightened germaphobe, 21st century, I'm going to fucking clean my hands every 10 minutes shit, that needs to end.
Okay.
And it's going to end right now. It's over.
It's done. We've done it. Thank you, Game Twitter. I think we made a lot of good progress today in bathroom etiquette. That was, your question solved everything. Apparently, I'm sure Clemens will stop washing his hands. Okay, well, hold on. We have to wait till Tuesday and or Thursday, depending on when this goes up. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, be part of the conversation in the comments below. Please let us know what you want to see Colin talk about. What crazy things do you want him to talk about? Then share this video with your friends so they say, that guy's crazy. I want to send a topic to him. And then like the video and subscribe. All that beautiful jazz. Colin, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a conversational day. All right, Colin, you're about to have your first Papa John's pizza of all time, correct?
I think what he meant about etiquette was like, did you talk to the person next to you?
That was going to be number 2. That was going to be number 2. That was going to be number 2 on our list of bathroom etiquette.
I love talking to the person next to me. at the urinal.
Yeah.
Because it's the most uncomfortable thing.
I don't talk to anyone about it.
People hate it. Colin can't stand it.
Oh, there's people at IGN who can't pee.
There's
There's people at work who can't pee if you talk to them, while it's happening.
If there's a queue for the urinal,
Sure.
I'll stand obnoxiously close to the other person.
That's because you're a monster, Nick.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
I like to bathroom troll.
That's fine.
Yeah, dude,
No.
It's always hard to figure out who's comfortable with that and who's not. Like,
No one's comfortable with it.
you
It's
will
easy.
go in
No,
there and
it's
have a
really easy.
conversation.
Yeah.
No one likes it.
I'm fine with
think
it,
it's funny.
but it's one of those things. I play the same. First off, I don't start the conversation. I'll let the person next to me start. This was going to be number 2, but we went so long on number 1. Okay. Now it'll be the clip after the clip.
Part 2 of bathroom etiquette.
We're doing it right now. This will be at the end. It'll be the conversation with our producers as we've done before. Yeah, that would have been part 2 for me because I'll go in at the urinal, and if somebody saunters up next to me, I will let them start the conversation, and then I'm fine. Everyone knows I'm Greg. I don't care. I'll do whatever.
That is 100% not true. Every time I'm anywhere close to a bathroom, you start talking.
Well, no, but once the bridge is built, once I know how that person is going to react.
Okay,
I mean,
so you're saying after years
I
of
wrestled
practice,
Peter Eichmann in the bathroom once. It's like once I know what's happening, it's like, oh, no big deal. Now, the one that still gets me sometimes is when there's the awkward, we're walking in having the conversation, and then I turn to the urinal and they go to the stall, and then the conversation continues. That's when
I keep that going.
Yeah.
I keep it going.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like if it's that important that you need to talk in the bathroom, everyone should hear it. Everyone in the bathroom
Sure.
should be part
Okay,
of the
okay.
conversation. That's my theory.
That's a good theory.
How do you guys feel about the hand washing situation?
I think you should wash your hands every time you go to the bathroom. The antibacterial stuff, I think you're spot on with. It just dries your hands out. Also, I watched an episode of Mythbusters because I watch a lot of shitty TV. Not that Mythbusters is shitty, but I watch a lot of that.
Smith Butters.
And they did the 5-second rule, and they said there's no such thing as a 5-second rule. Anytime you touch anything touches anything, bacteria adheres to it instantly.
So you wash your hands with soap every time you use the bathroom?
It's a different story for me though because I'm a smoker, so my hands reek. So I wash.
Oh,
my hands.
okay.
That's
What
the
about
number one place that I walk by once I smell like smoke on my hands.
what about you, Tim?
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. I only use soda after the shit. Unless, like, when there's those mistakes. Where
We got to start a
Yeah,
store.
if you accidentally have like you have morning wood for instance. Here's a good one. You have morning wood and you got like the squirt going on.
my arm
The squirt
for
going
that.
on like 2 different.
Oh, worse.
Yeah, then you're like, oh fuck that. Then you gotta wash your hands. But like, I'm not washing my hands if I'm like going into my own bathroom. I'm like literally touching my dick with my thumb and my pointer finger.
That close together.
like this, like this.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Like, I don't think that's dirty. Like, I just think that's like what think about it this way. Like, you're at like a friend's barbecue, whatever. Or you're like we used to like party at the beach, or whatever, on Long Island, and you like go off and pee somewhere, and then you come back. No one's like washing their hands and everything. No one's like that's fucking gross or whatever. It's like, well, like you do that in the house. Everyone's like, did you wash your hands?
Let's be honest. Everything takes a turn once alcohol is involved. And
Sure.
anytime you have 3 beers, you could shit off of a roof and not wash your hands, and you wouldn't care. You're hammered. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have like I said, you shit 100%. Wash your hands with soap
I
rule.
think it goes back to everyone thinks that their genitalia is disgusting for some reason.
I don't.
I fucking love mine. It's pristine.
I haven't quite figured out what the difference is between that and
Anything else?
your ear.
Like
It's disgusting.
yeah, I bet your hands are 10 times dirtier than your dick.
So what you're saying is we should be washing our penises in the sink every time
Yeah,
we go out to the urinal.
yeah.
All right, this has gone on.
Like if you had sex with a dirty girl and then you just go into the bathroom, like I gotta use the bathroom, but then you're just really washing your dick off in the sink. You know what I mean? And,
I've never had that.
me neither. I'm just saying maybe I
Well,
have.
I don't know how you keep STDs off you then.
Yeah, what do you do?